Welcome. Hey, Craig, good to see you.
Yes, you too, Shauna.
This is a special interview that I wanted to do with my good friend, Craig Ballantyne. He's the author of The Perfect Day Formula, and he's been my mentor and coach, I think, since 2010. I think that's about right.
Oh yeah,
Um,
actually 2009, you probably came to our first event, and yes, we've been coaching you since 2010. And
2010.
Shauna, I will say, when we first met, I said to myself, I would buy stock in this person because I knew you were going to be successful because I knew you had that work ethic and laser focus and just that I want to help people attitude, which is so powerful.
Oh, wow, that's high praise from you, Craig. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Craig has actually been the tough love in my life, both professionally and personally, that I've needed during that time. I did his Perfect Life Formula in March, I think,
hmm
and that includes weekly accountability, which is such a bonus.
It's the key to
Um,
success.
it actually is. I know that this week he reminded me to take stock of my bigger goals and focus on the process goals. And in fact, the process goals are the action, not the outcome, because when you focus on the action, the outcome comes. So I know that that was my big lesson this week. There's always something, Craig.
Yeah, I was actually just teaching that to somebody else today, and people often get very upset when they don't hit certain outcome goals. So just to give some clarity to everybody listening, an outcome goal is something like losing 10 pounds. And it's possible to lose 10 pounds in a short amount of time, but you don't control that. You don't have full control. There's going to be water weight gain. There might be something because you ate out at Applebee's last night. It might influence your weight with your hormones. You can't control all of those things. And so what you can control are the process steps that get you the success that you want, which is, doing Shauna's workouts 3 times per week, eating this specific nutrition program, drinking this much water, getting this much sleep. You control those things and they get you to your outcome goal. So we want to focus on our action steps, those things that are within our control. And when we hit those, we should be positive, knowing that we're doing the best that we can to reach our outcome goals.
Absolutely. So I didn't do you full justice in my introduction. So maybe you could share a little bit more about, who Craig Ballantyne is, because I love your metamorphosis over the 7 years that I've been working with you. And I know you have something exciting coming up. So I want to talk about that as well. So could you share a little bit?
Sure, thank you. So, in 2010, when Shauna and I met, I was a fitness expert and I had a program called Turbulence Training, and now I have a program called Home Workout Revolution. And it's helped a lot of people around the world, hundreds of thousands, probably millions of people. But I really wanted to help people in other areas. I wanted to help them holistically improve their health, wealth, wisdom, their productivity, their time management, their success on every level. And so that's what I spent the last basically 12 years doing, since about 2005 or 6, when I struggled with some anxiety attacks and I knew I had to put better systems into place to be successful. And I've been able to do that, then coach high performers like you, Shauna, and our friend Bedros, and a woman named Isabel de los Rios, who has 1 million customers in the nutrition space, along with Hollywood actors. There was an actor at your coaching day,
Yeah.
professional athletes, busy moms, busy parents, executives, salespeople, real estate agents, everything, because I'm turning them into the highest performer that they can be so they can reach their full potential. And that's what I love to do all day, every day.
Yeah, and it's been so fun to watch you really come alive, because this is your zone of genius, this
Thank you.
area. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to take my own advice, and when I tell people to step out of their comfort zone and to man up and do this, do that, I got to do it myself. I can't just send out the messages and tell other people to do things. I need to go and change. I need to build better habits. And, when you do that, you just learn so much that you can then share with other people, make so many other people's lives better, and then they'll come back to you and make your life better. So it really is a virtuous circle.
So I did your workshop in March, and I'm super excited that you've got like something on the horizon. I think it's in November. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Right. So you came to a Perfect Life workshop, Shauna, which is a group of 5 or 6 people in a room where I go Dr. Phil on people for 8 hours in a good way, in the good version of Dr. Phil, the questioning and, helping them see what they should be doing. Now, those are expensive seminars. So what I decided to do was I decided to open up my teachings at a very large group event. So there won't be one-on-one coaching from me, but there'll be 200 high performers in the same room. I'll be coaching you through the exercises that give you clarity, that give you energy, that help you get the blueprints in place to become successful so that you can change your health, you can change your wealth, you can do all of those things, become more productive, have a greater influence, and really be the best version of yourself. And so in addition to myself, there will be a couple of other teachers, not too many, but a couple, including the great Lewis Howes, who is a very famous New York Times bestseller, and he has the School of Greatness. He's going to be there giving us our end of the event message to, set us free. And then there'll also be a couple of the Hollywood actors that I coach will be there as well. And my good friend Carrie Wilkerson, who is America's #1 female business and motivation speaker. And then our good friend Bedros Keuilian will be there as well, giving us a presentation. And so over these 2 days, we're going to go on a deep dive, go in, get rid of all the clutter in your life, help you overcome all your obstacles, and get you on the straight line to success in every area of life so that you become more productive, you have more time for your family, you're happier, you're healthier, and you have higher performance at work. It's going to be so great. And one other thing, Shauna, is that most seminars that people go to, they sit there and they take 20 pages of notes. Well, we're not going to send you home with lots of notes. We're actually going to do the work there. We're going to build the habits there. We're going to get you the results there so that when you actually get home, you've already had success from the event and you don't have to do it yourself.
That's what I liked about the workshop as well, is that we had action steps. We had our 24-hour, 72-hour, blueprint of do this now, do this now. So it was not just all this theoretical stuff that you just come home on Monday and then just get into your life and forget about. We had actionable steps, and I know that this will be the same. I know there's going to be a ton of big thinking and action taking, but there's going to be fun. The VIP dinner. Tell us about that.
Yes, so the VIP dinner, we're going to have a different New York Times bestseller there, giving us some politically incorrect advice on how you're able to, how he is able to raise children, run a company, write books, have a great marriage, all of this stuff. And so that's going to be our VIP dinner on the first night. So there's only about 20 spots left for that. Fortunately for me, unfortunately for you, because we want to fill that up. It's going to be amazing. And it's an extra bonus for fast action takers because Shauna and I know that, and everybody listening knows that fast action takers are the one that get the greatest amounts of results. When we get results fast in the gym, we get our motivation going, we get our momentum, and we stick to it. But if we kind of drag our heels, we lose out on things. And I don't want people to miss out on that VIP dinner that they'll get access to if they get started today.
Yeah, so that's pretty exciting. And then the other thing that's super generous is I know I'm taking a guest to your event, and I'm not sure if this is a fast action but I think that anyone that registers is allowed to bring a guest. Is that correct?
Yeah, we want to be generous and giving to our high performer friends. So anybody that purchases a ticket gets to bring a friend for free. So you can bring your spouse, you can bring one of your children, you can bring your business partner, you can bring another high performer friend of yours in the industry, whatever it is, maybe even a key team member if you run a team, and you can bring them as well. So you can either split the cost, of the ticket with them, or you can just bring them for free as your guest and give them a gift. And it's really important to be around high performers. And one of the cool things is that we're doing done for you networking at this event, because I know as a recovering introvert that it's very difficult to go to events and network with people when you don't know them. And so we're actually going to do the homework in advance. We're going to do a little survey of everybody, and we're going to give you 3 people. We're going to introduce you to 3 people so that you know who to go and connect with. Their names are going to be on your card. Your name is going to be on their card. Sweet. We're going to make sure that you meet one another so that, it's not an awkward introduction. It'll say, hey, Shauna, meet Tom, because Tom has, sold this many books, and he can help you sell more of your book and change the world. And it'll be a very clear introduction. So we're going to do that for people so that they get results immediately when they show up and are able to connect with people.
I love that. As a recovering introvert myself, that is very helpful. I mean, in fact, if you recall, one of my action steps with you on my weekly accountability was Craig, I'm going to an event. Help me not be a wallflower. And then you gave me action steps.
Yeah, to work the room. It was fun.
Yeah. And so it's like, that's the thing that I love about you, is that you give such actionable stuff, like very thoughtful stuff, but stuff that I can go and apply right now. So
Yeah, not a lot of fluff. And the thing is, it's because I've had to overcome almost every problem that people have. And so I figured out how to do it. And so I remember the steps that work for me. And I know they're kind of universal steps that will help everybody. You know, universal steps to get up at the right time every day, universal steps to have more energy, universal steps to actually, you know, get on phone conversations. And, you know, if you have to sell or ask for something, there's a way to do it that reduces the amount of stress and increases the success.
So, you know, you have friends and colleagues in, you know, in fitness and in business and in all kinds of niches. And I do too, but who would benefit most from this retreat, from your book, from, like, I would say everybody, but like, who are you expecting to be in the room?
There's going to be a lot of business owners. There's going to be a lot of salespeople. There's going to be a lot of authors. There's going to be a lot of coaches. There's going to be a lot of trainers and a lot of gym owners as well. You know, yesterday I just saw there was an interior decorator that signed up, and their partner was a real estate agent. And we're seeing a lot of people, a lot of real estate agents from Southern California, because I have a connection through that as well. And so it's going to be these people who know that they're doing well, but know that there's another level they can get to, and they just need the high performer habits to get there. The clarity and the vision, which is something that I helped you with there, and people with a little, maybe one or two obstacles that are still in their way, that can just brush those off. They'll really get going down the fast track. So those are the people that are going to be there in that room. A lot of people like yourself, Shauna, that have gone through my workshops as well, and they're coming back because it's all new stuff. They know that they're going to get all new breakthroughs, and I'm really, really grateful for that.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. And to all the people that are watching, I just want to point out that I think it was back in 2007. I was still a school teacher, but I knew that I needed to expand my horizons. And so my big breakthrough at that time was just going to Fitness Business Summit. That's where I met Bedros, and then 2 years later I met you. And so to anyone that hasn't, you know, done a lot of this sort of thing, it's just so important to, like, just step out and get in the room, because once you're in the room, the whole world opens up. So I just
I went to my first event in 2007, Shauna, and it wasn't my first event, but it was my first event in online business stuff. And some of the people that I met at that event are some of my very good close friends to this day, you know, over 10 years later. So it's really, really powerful to be in the room, communicate with people. And yeah, it's going to be kind of weird to some people that, you know, some of your best friends live halfway across the country that you've only met at seminars, but you'll really connect with them because you're all there and like-minded and really aligned with everything.
Absolutely. And that is, I mean, that's both our lives, Craig, is that we go home and it's like, we've got our dogs. We've got great people at home, but some of our best friends are around the world. So I'm going to wrap up. I really appreciate your time. I'll have a link for your retreat in the description or in the comment somewhere, because I really would love to see all my friends and fans and readers at your event. And I'll also put a link, Craig, to your book, if that's all right too, because I think it would be great if people read your book before they got there. So
great starting point.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to thank you for your time and let you go. And I look forward to seeing you in November.
Thanks so much, Shauna.
All right. Take care.